I should quit my job. Dreams related, I know.
Why don't you come with us to see My Fair Lady? Audrey Hepburn?
Leave Swenson and General Stark in a room alone.
No.
No.
Let's take that vacation, Blackie. Get you away from all of this.
Soon. How did I get so lucky to stumble onto you?
Come home early.
How long have you been stationed here at Omaha, Colonel Cassio?
3 years, Congressman. Gentlemen, this is the control center to the war room.
How far down are we?
6 stories.
That seems a little extreme even for the War Department.
Yes, sir, I'm sure it does. And what we're seeing here is the naval situation in the Pacific. Those white ones are our service vessels and our submarines. And those are Russian submarines.
So close to our shoreline?
International waters, sir. Anyone's got a right to be there.
The Russians aren't just anyone, Colonel. What are they doing out there, or is that a foolish question?
Same thing we're doing to them over there, Mr. Knapp.
General?
Surveillance. Don't worry, Mr. Knapp. We keep a very close eye on them. Thanks to you and your company.
Oh, we just make the computers, General. You people do the important work.
Congressman. General. Follow me, gentlemen. Well, your computers are the best in the world, Mr. Knapp.
Thank you, sir.
They ought to be. They cost enough.
This is about more than just money, Congressman.
I got elected to watch the dollars, Mr. Knapp. Like Mr. Jefferson said, patriotism is the last refuge of the profligate.
Stand easy.
Was that Will Rogers? Where are you from, Colonel?
New York City, sir.
New York City. Congressman Sam Noonan, right?
I wouldn't know. I'm in the Air Force.
Congressman, give me the polar projection, please. Yes, sir. What we're seeing now is a projection of the northern hemisphere. It's like looking down at the Earth from the North Pole, at an altitude of about 100 miles. Those are our bombers, controlling the Russian perimeter. Shortly, they'll be returning to their base in Alaska, but they'll be replaced by other bombers with fresh crews. Men chosen very carefully, sir. The cream of the cream.
I got a good arm. His fielding skills are a little suspect, but...
He's 10, Jack.
No, I know. We'll see. Next spring. He can hit. I could never hit. Stands in there, puts a bat on his shoulder, looks the pitcher right in the eye, takes his cuts.
5 minutes to ready play.
Other kids, they duck when the pitch comes in. He doesn't flinch. Brave little...
He got that from his mom.
Yeah, she was something.
How's he doing?
Better. Tommy?
Dad, how long is this one gonna be?
Shouldn't be too late.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Only fools are positive.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Hey, Dad,
Yes, boy.
you know that chameleon you got me?
I know him well. We talk about you all the time.
4 minutes to ready planes.
Can you get me another one?
Why, you think he needs a friend?
No, it's just that he's dead.
He was alive yesterday. What happened?
He got cooked.
You cooked the chameleon.
Not me. The sun. I mean, you know how we're supposed to keep the shade down so the sun doesn't get on him? I kind of forgot and he got cooked.
Well, when I get home, we'll give him a proper burial.
You mad at me, Dad?
Of course not. First thing this weekend...
Tell Tommy I said hey.
Hey, Flynn's here. He says hey. Flying with him today.
Is he flying number 6?
Hey, are you flying number 6? I gotta go. I'll be home soon, sport.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Only fools are positive.
I'll see you.
I'll see you, Dad.
Yeah.
3 minutes to ready planes.
They're armed with nuclear bombs.
2 kinds of bombs, sir. Air-to-air missiles for use against enemy planes, and 2 20-ton hydrogen bombs designed to detonate over land targets.
Each one more powerful than what we dropped on Hiroshima.
No comparison.
And you guys with the finger on the trigger.
Well, I think I know what you're worried about, Congressman.
Somebody goes nuts in here, those bombs go off, the whole world blows up. No way. We've got checks upon checks. We've got fail-safe procedures that don't depend on humans.
That's the scariest thing I've heard since I came in here.
What Colonel Cassio meant was that we bypass human error. Even the best people make mistakes. Believe me, we've got the very best. They get tired, angry, their minds can wander. We've compensated for all that. Thanks again to Mr. Knapp and his systems.
We make them as foolproof as we can, General.
Well, maybe you ought to come up with a fool-safe procedure. Protect us from all the fools in the world. I'd sleep the hell a lot better.
So would I, sir, unfortunately. Excuse me. What's going on, General? Come up with an unidentified flying object. Until we know what it is for sure, we consider it hostile.
So what do you do about it?
Well, we've gone to condition blue. That's our lowest level of readiness. As you saw, we always have a certain number of bombers in the air. They've been informed that we're at condition blue, so now they'll fly to their fail-safe points. Put that up for me, please. Yes, sir. It's different for each group. It changes from day to day. Fail-safe's a fixed point in the sky where the bombers orbit until they receive a positive order to go in. And without that order, they turn around and come home. No bomber can proceed on its own discretion.
You get that order by radio, right?
But not verbally. That's, of course, highly classified, General. The attack order is transmitted to a small box on the aircraft that we call the fail-safe box. This box is operated by a code which can function only at the express order of the President.
7 minutes to fail-safe.
That's a recorded voice, gentlemen. We go to condition blue, it goes on automatically at 7 minutes, starts a countdown. It's nothing unusual.
Why don't you just give them a direct verbal yes or no and save yourselves all this trouble?
Well, voices can be imitated, Mr. Mascot. Enemy comes up on the same radio frequency, imitates the voice of the President. Well, they can send whatever message it wants. There can't be any interference with the fail-safe box. We've seen to that.
So there's nothing unusual about condition blue?
No. This is standard operating procedure. Look, we've sent fighter aircraft up to identify the bogey.
You said it could be hostile?
Well, we have to regard it as hostile, Mr. Knapp. That doesn't mean that it is.
Doesn't mean that it isn't.
Oh, this happens 5 or 6 times a month around here, gentlemen. After condition blue, we still have to go to condition yellow, condition green, and then condition red.
And condition red is
War.
maybe this time it's a real UFO.
From outer space? I wouldn't mind that. Give us something to worry about beside the Russians. I read your memo on counterforce credibility. I don't think that's what Groteshell is going to talk about today.
You mean you don't want me to bring it up?
Maybe not today.
Someone's got to talk about it. This whole policy of overkill, piling bombs on top of bombs. Figuring even if they hit us first, we can still destroy them. It's crazy.
Oh, it's a crazy world, Blackie.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I think you all know Mr. Rocksteady here. He's been gracious enough to give us even more of his valuable time on a subject we're all naturally concerned about. So, Mr. Rocksteady, the floor's all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I shall try not to waste any of your valuable time, sir. Gentlemen, the subject today is nuclear war. More specifically, winning a nuclear war. We all know that in a full-scale exchange between the Soviets and the Americans, 100 million people, more or less, would be killed.
100 million or more.
Yes, sir, Mr. Secretary. Now, that would be nothing but a tragedy. Nobody here denies that. But in every war, even a thermonuclear war, you must have a victor and you must have a vanquished. History tells us that the culture which is best prepared, has the best retaliatory policy, and the strongest defense, will have an ancient and classical advantage.
To be victorious.
Yes, General Black, it would be the victor in that it would be significantly less damaged than its enemy.
We would be the victor.
Well, that would be our hope, General.
Groteshell, your argument doesn't recognize that thermonuclear war is not the extension of policy. It is the end of everything. People, policy, institutions.
My argument, General Black, is that if only one of us is to survive a nuclear exchange, I'd prefer that it be our culture and not the Soviets, wouldn't you?
Culture?
No, I don't
With
think
most of its people dead, its vegetation burned off. Do you really think that the world you describe is a culture? The idea of war has changed since the advent of the bomb.
Yes, but war's function remains the same, Blackie, whether it is a spear thrown or a nuclear bomb drop.
War is still the resolution of economic and political conflict.
In these times, any possible war, the overwhelming majority of citizens are going to be killed. Does this still suggest to you that war is a resolution of conflicts?
Yes, General. The situation is no different today than it was 1,000 years ago. There were primitive wars in which entire populations were completely wiped out. The point remains, who will be the victor and who will be the victim?
Exactly.
So short of disarmament, for which you seem to be arguing, and to which I highly doubt the Soviets would agree, what shall we do? These weapons exist. We can face that or we can close our minds to it.
Grotte de Shell, this world is no longer man's theater. Man has been made into a spectator. We define policy by discussing the possibility of a winnable nuclear exchange. Once one knows where he wants to go, he can collect a great amount of logic and fact to support his argument. My fear is that both we and the Soviets are settled on mutual destruction. We are now rallying our different logics to support our identical conclusions. And if we are not careful, gentlemen, we will both get the results that we want.
General Bogan, UFO at Angels 30, speed 525, heading 196.
That means the unidentified aircraft is flying at 30,000 feet, speed of 500 miles an hour, and a compass heading of 196.
Heading right for Detroit.
Pretty cool about it, General.
My guess is the commercial airliner that's off course.
1 minute to fail safe.
Damn thing's disappeared. Where'd it go?
Into the grass, Mr. Raskow. Under our radar where we can't see it.
What do we do about it now?
Go to condition yellow. Condition yellow. Put our bombers up there, please. Bombers are heading for their fail-safe points. Go in closer, please.
30 seconds to fail safe.
Once they get there, they'll orbit till we call them back.
What are those other planes?
That's fighter support for the bombers. It's also automatic under these circumstances.
20 seconds to fail safe. 19, 18.
Sir, early
17,
warning system indicates it's not an air breather.
What the hell is that?
14.
A jet aircraft create turbulence
12,
when they suck in air through their engines, and we got a warning system that can
9,
pick that up.
8.
If that plane lost
7,
power, we couldn't do that,
6,
even though we know it's there.
5.
It could also be a Russian rocket coming in under our radar.
1. All groups at fail-safe point. All groups at fail-safe point.
Right on the money. I told you, Mr. Raskow, our people are the best.
How we doing, Jimmy?
Everyone in orbit, sir.
Let's keep her there, slow and easy. All right. So let's say that Dr. King sits down with the powers that be. He says, Mr. President, I want it to be equal. And then in a very polite way, the President says, Dr. King, I can't do it.
Well, as long as it's polite, sir. Are you saying just because it's difficult we shouldn't try?
That's not what I'm saying. In the Army,
The Army's different. I take the Army. There's a class system there, too, that is based on seniority. So fine, let's do it that way. Let's say everyone in the country will get paid equally according to their age. So let's say all men age 40 will make a better salary than all men age 35. What about women? What about women?
What's happening now? Any word on identification?
Not yet, sir. What the hell's going on?
Let's go to condition green.
Condition green.
Tell us why you're going to condition green?
No, Colonel Cassio, let's get our two visitors out of here. Gentlemen,
No, the hell with that. Wait a
that's
minute.
an order, Mr. Raskow.
May I read this situation?